Hey y'all. Well, I've been waiting. It's been cold, but the last couple days it's been warm. I've been waiting for this winter wheat to show some signs of germination. And Hugh had, of course, Hugh has different experience than I do with these things. I think that when he has thrown out winter wheat or something to grow, it's usually been on a field that has weeds and grass and all that sort of thing growing already or there, and not on bare ground. So he had said, "Oh, you don't need to cover it." And probably the way that he has always grown it, you don't need to cover it. However, I just looked online to see if winter wheat needs to be covered over in order to germinate. And lo and behold, it says for spring germination, cover it with 1 inch of soil. For winter germination, cover it with 2 inches of soil. So this has kind of been a waste of not effort, because I don't have to redo anything. I just have to put some fresh seed out and go ahead and rake it in a bit. It's disappointing. It'll cost a bit, not much, because thankfully winter wheat isn't too much. And I have 1 bag left. I think that we used a total of 2 bags, maybe 3 bags on this field over there and the one across the road combined. But we will just get her done, because the whole purpose of this was to get us a row cover growing, and so that has to be done. Protect these fields during the winter time. I don't know how we're going to protect them from the deer. Hugh saw 6 deer up in that upper field up there this morning, and he said one male had a big rack. So yeah, and we found all kinds of little holes where they're walking through. As a matter of fact, I think here are some. That might be a smaller animal. But there's a number of places where it's obviously deer prints. Yeah, I've got Miss Nala out. But anyway, this is going to have to be rectified. No, baby, come on, this way. Because I don't want deer in here this spring noshing on things. And this is a big animal. That's either... We had a cow. One of the neighbors' cows was out the other day. And look, it just walked all the way through there and around this pile of compost. Those are too big for Bela's little footprints, so it almost has to have been that cow that was out. But yeah. I'm thinking of putting a fence up from the corner of that gate right there up to the corner of that little railing to finish closed, and then this field will totally be closed in. Of course, a deer, could easily jump across this fence because it's not higher than 4 foot anywhere. This side would be tough. Actually, both sides would be tough for them to jump across, because it's a bank. So we'll just have to kind of watch and see if they are coming back in after that's closed off. See where they're coming through. Because I'm not fighting deer war. I know there's a lady in upstate New York that I watch, her flower farm. It's called Flower Hill Farm. You all who are gardeners would enjoy watching her. But anyway, she has big deer pressure where she lives. We do not, thankfully. It's worse now than it used to be. People don't seem to really hunt anymore. A few people here and there. But not so much. I may check and see if my compost is dried out. It's supposed to start raining tonight, y'all, but I might be able to put compost on some of these beds when I get the seed back on. Come on, Nala. She's wanting to check all the smells out. She says, that big pile smells pretty interesting. Silly girl. Come on, baby. Yeah, she's smelling pumpkin debris. But I think that it would be very prudent to try to use some of that over top of what I can, if it's nice and dry. I'm sure the top layer is probably pretty dry. On down in, let's see. Yeah, it gets damp on down in, but I think I could use it. All right. We'll make use of as much as we can. I was planning on waiting until I broke it over in the springtime. Nala, you need to come with me, sweetheart. She says, no, I'd really rather dig in the cow poo. It's composted cow poo, but she says this really smells interesting, and apparently something tastes yummy. Nana, come on, baby. If I pull on her, sometimes she falls, so it's better for me just to go ahead and get a hold of her little, come on, this way, her little vest, and bring her where I need her to be. But yeah, the weather today is just incredibly beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let me see, where are we? Today's the 8th or 9th of December. I don't even know. 6th, 7th, 8th. Today's the 8th. But this is beautiful, beautiful weather. About almost 60 degrees. The slightest little breeze. And you just couldn't ask for nicer weather. Or I couldn't. I would love to live in a climate. See, I'm not cold at all, even, down in the high 50s. Anything probably mid 50s and above is shirt sleeve weather for me. I just don't seem to get too chilled anymore, especially if I'm moving. But I absolutely would love to live in a location where it was this all the time. Okay, now let me let you guys in on my secret, and hopefully this is going to pan out. So a lady made contact with me just recently, and she has a peahen for us, and we are planning on picking her up toward the end of December. And before then, starting tomorrow, Chelsea and I are going to take this apart. We're going to leave about 3 of the rungs on it, 3 of the sections, and we're going to turn it so that the flat side will be back against the bird lot. Where are you going, Nah? And we'll have to balance it and all of that sort of thing, and put block under the feet that needs to be raised, make it level. And I'm planning on putting wood all the way around the sides just to make it critter proof. And so it will be backed up against the wood fence right here, and looks like it will be about 8 feet deep and about 10 feet wide. And we'll have to put a door obviously in the front. The top will be covered over with greenhouse cloth or greenhouse plastic, and we'll build her a roosting post in there. Peacocks and peahens like to roost up high, so it won't be huge high. I don't know if she would actually go up on there, but we might go ahead and make sure we have something wooden attached up there so that Nola's got herself tied up now, so that it would not frostbite her feet if she wanted to roost that high. Won't leave her much room, but it'll probably come down somewhat and make her a roosting post, and also make her a warm nesting box. Peacocks are apparently more of a cold weather bird. I think they're from China, y'all. I have never really researched them too much, but I need to. And I'm going to have to now because, you know, it's been a while since, oops, let me get Nala. Since Ferdinand and Isabella came here from Georgia. So now we're going to have to research this whole process again. What I remember is that when you bring an adult bird in from another location, they have to actually be contained in the enclosure that they're staying in. Come on, Nana. You can't go over there, baby. Come on. For 2 to 4 months. And of course, and the reason for that is so that they can develop, I don't know, they can kind of connect to the area that they're supposed to be in. It's marking on them somehow. But once they get used to the sounds and the smells and all of that sort of thing, and I guess the memory of the other location kind of fades, then they're comfortable. And when you let them out, they will stay. Well, that's the goal. So I've got to do some research and make certain that everything will be okay. And I have a suspicion that Ferdinand will hang around over here all the time. When he finds out he has a friend inside of that little enclosure, so I've got to also do some research and see if it would be safe to let him go in with her occasionally. And because I certainly don't want to let him in and then have her get out when he's coming out at some point. And I don't know if I want to leave him inside that location for the whole time either. A bluebird, you see it? Pretty little thing. Let's go down there. It goes. But I don't know. Critters are complicated. You just wouldn't think it should be so. But they are. Even this little girl. She's complicated. And she's a booger. Aren't you, Nana? Nala, say hi. Nala, turn around. I think her hearing is getting bad. Her eyesight is getting bad. Say hi, darling. Nana, Nana, say hi. Not to me, baby. She comes over and sticks her nose between my legs. That's her submission stance. Hi, baby. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. Okay, you're going to knock me over. Come on. All right, y'all. I hope your day is as beautiful as this day. And I hope everything is well with you. I know some of you were having medical issues. I hope those resolve very, very quickly. And that you're just completely in good shape and ready to roll this spring. If you're a gardener, that you have a beautiful place to just enjoy that. Nana, you ready to come in? Come on, baby. I think I'm going to have both hands to wrangle her. She just doesn't want to go in yet. Bless. All right, y'all. I love you much. Enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.